The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. To Butler. Here comes the screen. Butler to Simmons. Off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Durant sizing up Butler. To Curry. From long range. Now that's a contest. Sixers have the basketball. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Simmons to Embiid. Has a look. Almost, but no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Cousins to Durant. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Curry. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Here's Simmons with it up top. Leads a bucket. Oh, emphatic slam.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Durant with the basketball up top. Looking to make something happen. Green. To Cousins. Able to convert inside. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
To Embiid. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
In the front court comes Simmons. He'll run the offense. To Embiid. Harris. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Curry to bring it up. Down just a couple. Fires the 3, cleans you up. KD follows up with the putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Sixers control it. Simmons to Butler. Joel Embiid. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Durant across the timeline. Down 2. Green to Cousins. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Durant. 4-3. He was all over him. Got it to go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Durant with the basketball up top. 10-6 our score. Joel Embiid pins it. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Green. Durant lets it fly. Won't go. McConnell to Butler. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on a three-point play. Career 88% from the line. The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. Butler against KD. Trying to cash in. Butler can't get his shot to fall. Livingston to bring it up. Down by one. To Durant. Short jumper stays out. Butler for two. Can't connect. Warriors have the basketball. To Durant. Sizing up the defense. KD for two. The shot almost.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Sean Livingston. Durant to Sean Livingston. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Butler. Here comes the screen. Butler defended by Jordan Bell. And a nice finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Livingston across the timeline. They're down three. Here comes the screen. Kevin Durant. He's 3 for 7.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Butler. And Durant able to clear the rebound. Livingston to bring it up. They trail by one. Cashes in for two. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
From the painted area, won't go down. Livingston across the timeline. It's a one-point game, 13-12. Bell to Durant. Five to shoot for Golden State. Shot from in close, no good. Short jumper off the mark. For three.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. on to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Shot from the lane won't go. Philadelphia with the basketball. To Embiid. Simmons. To Butler. The drive right to the basket. Short jumper won't go down. To Curry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. And one. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. And he's got the free throw as well. It's Golden State basketball. Curry. Here comes the screen. Iguodala. Tough matchup against Butler. Curry. Down low Bell. Short jumper misses. Ennis, guarded by Jerebko. Gets it in the right corner to Embiid. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Livingston to bring it up. Down a point. Here comes the screen. To Durant.
Hey, I got your help.
The screen sets him up for two.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Simmons to Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Old school equals high percentage.
Kevin Durant has it. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Simmons to Embiid. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Golden State at the controls. To Durant. To Sean Livingston. Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
No good. Livingston across the timeline. Leads just a point. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Durant finishes off the three-point play, and the Warriors add to their lead. Simmons with it, trailing by 4. To Embiid. DeMarcus Cousins, huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Durant with a shot that misses. Harris to Embiid.
Shot, that's short, that's short.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Here comes the screen. To Durant. Green. Here's Durant for 2. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he adds the free throw. Durant across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Butler to Redick. To Embiid. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Joel Embiid at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. To Embiid. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Green. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Knocked loose. Oh, they called the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Joel Embiid has got 2 shots coming. He's been steady, 83% at the line. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Warriors basketball. Durant sizing up Butler. To Sean Livingston. Durant. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Embiid to Butler. Has a chance. Jimmy Butler. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
To Butler. Redick to Embiid. Butler. Doesn't get the bounce. Possession lies with Golden State. Durant to Shaun Livingston. Oh, he missed a short one there. Simmons with it. Down 2. And finishes strong.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Durant, deep left corner. To Durant. Warriors with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Butler against the former Finals MVP. Harris to Embiid. Redick. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
That misses with a second to go. Time expires to end the first half. It's the Sixers out in front.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The 76ers have the lead, but not by much. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Warriors aren't down by too much at the half, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Assists.
The chemistry for each squad has been great today, and that explains the high assist total. Coming out of halftime, I'm interested to see what kind of defensive adjustments are made to limit the easy scoring opportunities. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Warriors have the basketball. Curry to Durant. Here comes the screen. Curry to Durant. Curry. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. McConnell to Tobias Harris. The pass set it all up.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here's Curry with it up top. The deficit now up to 5. Durant to Curry. Has a look. A shot no good there by Curry.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Harris to McConnell. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Got it.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Has a chance. Gets a shot up off the mark. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Draymond Green will go to the line to shoot 2.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Draymond Green, couple of free throws on the way. A career 70% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. McConnell. Ennis sizing up Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. To Durant. Curry to Durant. Curry at long last. He missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
Nothing going here on that drive. Finishing inside the that one.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Curry into the front court. Our score all even in this third quarter. Livingston to Curry. Livingston to Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To McConnell. Harris. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Has a look. A shot no good by Harris.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Short jumper misses. Harris to McConnell. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Trying to cash in. Green with a shot, no good. Defense making the ball carrier work. McConnell. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one, count it. Two for two on that trip. Livingston to bring it up. His group now down 2. To Cousins. Oh, he had him there for a second. Cousins to Durant. Has a chance. It's no good. Great defense. McConnell to Reddick. Butler to Reddick. Embiid to Butler. Beyond the arc for 3. The shot clock expires. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Entering the game for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 33, Tobias Harris.
Curry. Sixers with the rebound. To Butler. To Reddick. Embiid. Rebound taken by Jerebko. To Curry. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Curry with the basketball. Down 5. To shoot for Golden State. A shot no good by Iguodala.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Embiid to Reddick. Draymond Green with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Green. Here comes the screen. To Green. Throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To McConnell. Embiid. To McConnell. Fires the 3. Not that time. He missed it. Curry into the front court. Shot clock off as they trail by 3. And he's going to the line to shoot.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. And Jimmy Butler. Deep 2 there. Won't go. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. The 76ers have the lead. This has been a battle thus far. A one-point game as we get things back going here in the fourth.
I got ball.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Embiid to Tobias Harris. Butler. And the rebound comes down to Green. To Curry. Trying to cash in. Shot won't go. Simmons into the front court. Leads one. To Embiid. Nice pass to set things up. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Here comes the screen. Steph lets loose. No good. Butler into the front court. Leads three. To Embiid. Down to 5 on the 24. Harris to Embiid. Here's a chance from long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Curry to bring it up. His guy's down 3. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Changes coming from both sides right now. Here's Simmons with it up top. Up by 3. Warriors have the basketball. Curry. To Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. He's now 4 for 6.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Redick to Embiid. Finish that. Here's Curry with it up top. His guys now trailing by a point. Iguodala sizing up Butler. To Curry. Lets it fly from long range. And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the 3.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Redick on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
2-point shot for Curry. Cleared out by Embiid. To Redick. Embiid. Butler. The jumper's off the mark.
Hey, locked up, locked up.
To Cousins. Can't miss those.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
Butler to Redick. To Embiid. And throws it down. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Into the game for Golden State, number 2, Jordan Bell.
Short jumper off the mark. It's Embiid for 2. Not that time. The follow won't go either. Iguodala to bring it up. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. To Curry. Has a chance. Shot by Curry, no good. Redick to Butler. Redick to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
To Redick. They go down low to Simmons. Off the assist.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Into the front court comes Simmons. 2-point advantage. Screen coming. Oh, Ben Simmons looking good. 4 for 5.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Stephen Curry trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 90% at the line. Can't convert the free throw. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Butler. Probing the defense. Jimmy Butler for 2. Wide open look, won't go.
And if I'm on the defensive end, this is where I apply more pressure. I want to make sure this guy does not get going in the second half.
Goes to the left side. Curry to Durant. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Simmons with it. The lead is 2.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Not that time. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Time to shuffle things up.
For the Golden State Warriors, number 23.
It's Curry controlling the offense. Fires the 3. Great defense, forcing the miss. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
Now they get the intentional foul, and this one not over yet. 2 huge free throws coming up in a 2-point game.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout. They're gonna have to draw something up for an open look at a 3. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. Rebound cleared by Philly. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one by 3. For Jay Williams and all our crew, so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard.
And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Warriors must be devastated after such a close loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again. He kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.